Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we will be going through some of the college players that will be heading to the NBA draft this year. So these are some of my favorite my favorite rookies that will be going into the NBA draft or are supposed to or are predicted to. Most of them have declared. I mean, I can name all three of the players that I put in have been they've declared for the draft, so that's very good. I can't wait to see these guys in the NBA. I can't wait to see how they really go off against real NBA players, unlike college basketball, where you're just going off against some players who really won't make it. But all the NBA players made it, and well, they're really good at basketball, but some of them just aren't considered good compared to all the other players, or are bust. I hope none of these players are bust. I hope they all succeed in the NBA. They're all pretty high draft picks. I'm not really that deep in the college basketball. I like it kind of a lot. I was really obsessed with two players. They're the top two. I was really obsessed with them this year, and one of them really went off in the tournament. Some may be calling me like bandwagon for this player, but whatever. I've been supporting him ever since I saw him, and I saw a little bit of his high school, but I never really thought much about him. But then I saw him in college, and he reminded me of the player that, of course, I have on this list. I have an NBA comparison, so let's hop into the video. And also, we have the Diamonds. The Historic Diamonds came out, and they're pretty bad. Wes Unseld, I think that's his name. I might be saying it wrong. I can't really remember if I'm even... Yeah, I think that's the right player. And Mark Aguirre, not really who we were hoping for. I was really hoping for Dirk, for sure. I was really hoping for Dirk. But I guess, I don't know. I might have to pick up Diamond Marc Gasol for this. But this, not about 2K. My favorite basketball prospects. So, also, number 5 prospect and 4 prospects don't have strengths and weaknesses. Like, I didn't write that down because it took a lot of time. So only the top 3 have their strengths and weaknesses on this list. So let's get into this video. At my number 5 favorite prospect, we have Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. He is a freshman, and he is a small forward. He is 6'11". He weighs 205 pounds. He is 19 years old. Some of the stats he averaged was 12 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, which is 6'1", really helps him get those rebounds. 1.2 assists per game, 1.2 steals per game, 1.5 blocks per game, and 1.5 turnovers per game. The person in the NBA I compared him to is Kevin Durant. He is 6'11", just like Kevin Durant. He is a nice midi. As you can see in these highlights, he's a nice 3-point shooter. And he kind of reminds me of Giannis, but more like Kevin Durant just because of his play style. As you can see, he just throws down dunks. He does throw down a lot of dunks, but not as much as you think for a 6'11 guy. You'd think he'd throw down a lot more dunks because he's 6'11, and that will improve. His athleticism will improve, but I didn't really know about Jonathan Isaac, really, until like halfway through the college season. I actually did not know about him until Florida State got ranked. I don't really know when they got ranked, but they were in the top 25, which what being ranked is. I don't really remember when that was, but then he started going pretty good. His mock draft, well, some of the reasons I like him, some of the reasons that he really stood out to me was he's very lengthy. Giannis type, KD type, great wingspan. He has all the body tools to excel in the NBA. He has a great midi, as I told you, and he's improving on athleticism, which I like. I watched some of the beginning highlights of him, and they were a lot more jump shots. And then watching him towards the end, as I actually watched some Florida State games, I did see that he threw down more dunks and became more athletic, which I really like. So in the mock draft, they have him 18th pick to 8th pick, somewhere around there. I think that really helped him. The mock draft really for him went up as the end of the season. That's really when I really found out about him. But I don't know, Jonathan Isaac. I didn't know about him until the beginning, until like the middle of the college basketball season. But he looks great to me, and I really like this player. All right, so my fourth favorite prospect in the college basketball is Malik Monk. He's Kentucky freshman, and he is a shooting guard. He is 6'4". He weighs 197 pounds, and he is 19 years old. He averages 19.8 points per game, 2.3 assists per game, 2.5 rebounds per game, 0.9 steals per game, and 0.5 blocks per game, and 2 turnovers a game. My NBA comparison to Malik Monk is CJ McCollum. That's really good comparison. He is really good at driving. He's great athleticism. But he's an amazing shooter. He's nailed a lot of clutch shots that were like in the clutch, and one was in the tournament against North Carolina. I don't remember what round it was at, but I definitely remember that shot. And then North Carolina just went and then scored it again. So as you just saw right there, 360 dunk. He's amazing. And he's also a great shooter. He really developed his game a lot, his shooting game a lot in this past college basketball year. And I also see him as a very interesting prospect. He's 6'4", but he can really throw it down. I don't know if he'd play point guard, which would be really cool, but he wasn't able to play point guard at Kentucky because they had De'Aaron Fox, but he played shooting guard, and it was very interesting. He doesn't really have the passing game to be a point guard yet, but he will probably develop that in the NBA. So his mock draft rank is 13th pick to 6th pick, and that would be a very interesting. Whoever gets that would really be like investing in this guy, and it'd be kind of a long development, but he might turn into a superstar and maybe a guy like CJ McCollum in the near future. Let's go on to number 3. All right, so the third prospect is Markelle Fultz out of Washington. He is a freshman, and he is a point guard. He is the same height as Malik Monk. He is 6'4", and he weighs 195 pounds. He is 20 years old. He's really projected to go number 1, him or Alonzo Ball. Not a big fan of Alonzo Ball, but his stats are 23.2 points per game, 5.7 rebounds per game, 6 assists per game, and 1.6 steals per game, and 1.2 blocks per game, and also 3.2 turnovers a game. But really, he was just carrying that Washington team, so it's understandable why so many turnovers. But remember, the top 3 prospects have strengths and weaknesses. So some of the strengths are elite skill and athleticism. He can really get into the paint. He can really dunk it. And he's very quick, and he knows how to use that quickness. And that's why people are saying he's so talented. And his next strength is creativity. His first step is always very different. That's what I really that's one of my that's one of the main reasons I like him. Because his first step is always if you don't know what first step is, it's it's the first step you take when you dribble, and mostly when you're going into the paint, mostly as you can see right there, the fake, the hesitation step there, that it's deadly. It's amazing how great that first step is and how quick he thinks this. He must practice them, but they're very different every time, and he really can't prepare. As you can see, he's just lighting everyone up. Another strength is he attacks the gaps perfectly. So gaps in the defense, if a team's playing zone on him, he's extremely great at that. Extremely great at beating the zone, because he knows how to attack the gaps perfectly. And he finishes tough through the contact. When as you can see right there, just that he moved around him super quick, which is very nice. Another strength is great defender. He locks a lot of people up. He averages 1.1 steals and 1.2 blocks per game, so that's pretty good. Even though he did play so much, it really it doesn't really it's kind of inflated. So some weaknesses are he's a streaky shooter, but he has improved on his 3-point shot all year. So that's a lot of reasons why teams like him. Another weakness is he's not very consistent. His 3-point shot mostly is not very consistent, which also streaky shooter, basically the same thing, but not very consistent just all around. Unlike the next person I'm gonna bring up, he does not have a great floater, which does hurt his game. Can very improve so much, just like this one. He has a great midi. I mean, not a great midi. Again, can improve a lot. You can change that. But the stuff that you can't change with him just is there. He's got the competition. He likes it. Everything. For some of the reason, I compare him to James Harden. Without the floater, of course, and not really a midi, but he's got great first step. James Harden has that great first step. He's got athleticism. He can really do it all, which is really who James Harden is. He can do it all. And probably will win the MVP this year. I really hope. I love the Rockets. I might make a video about my favorite NBA teams, but maybe not. But some of the reasons I like this this player, is high upside. He has really good potential again, but more ways out. He's a tough defender, really good in the defending players. Unlike James Harden, he's got better defense than Harden. He's a combo guard, can do it all kind of just like James Harden. And great slasher again, like Harden, but Harden has more consistent 3-point shot. Definitely. But it can change. In the mock draft, they have him listed 1 or 2. That's most mock drafts. Some are 3, but that's really rare. Let's get on to my number 2 favorite prospect in college basketball. So at number 2,
I stack all blue hundreds, that's that shit I like. Yeah, shutting down the mall, that's that shit I like. Me and all my niggas ballin', that's that shit I like. Yeah, juice from Eliante, I really like the light. Yeah, I got cars from Germany, that shit I like. Yeah, all my diamonds needing surgery, they shit right. Yeah, shitting on these niggas, that's that shit I like. Come on! Swerving with these niggas, that's that shit I like. Yeah.
16%.
It's the new DJ in town. Yeah. My first story came with bodyguard. And the Draco got me cooked with monkey nuts. Niggas screaming, 7 trimming, know what's up. Subi for now, all that hold it up. I make all these niggas shit, they know what's up. Diamonds hitting hard, they know this up. Keep talking about the sack, then roll it up. Aviani with the ice, I'm frozen up. Hey, she gon' ask me before she take it, that's that shit I like. In the morning, waking, baking, that's that shit I like. She got sauce in different flavors, that's that shit I like. Michael Jordan out the Lakers, I be sipping right. Kobe Bryant in the lemon, they sipping light. Got 23s on my Ferrari, that's that shit I like. They play my shit at every party, that's that shit I like. I'm so icy, just like goo out there, that shit I like. I'ma take over the one now, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Told your wife from the beginning, I ain't nothing like. I am not your average nigga, I got hella stripes. Yeah, known to pull up on my lonely, rockin' on my ice. Yeah, I was raised with the lion, I will take your life. There's nothing scary about the zoo. I'm the king, that's right. RG at the island, take a water ride. Yeah, pull up on your block, bitch, come outside. Yeah, I stack all blue hundreds, that's that shit I like. Yeah, shutting down the mall, that's that shit I like. Me and all my niggas ballin', that's that shit I like. Yeah, juice from Meliante, I look like a light. Yeah, I got cars straight from Germany, that shit I like. Yeah, all my diamonds needin' surgery, they see them right. Yeah, I ain't shitting on these niggas, that's that shit I like. Ain't serving with these bitches, that shit I like. Yeah.
He has some great body things.
Pass me the Patron when I'm sippin' lights. Monty, I be stoned when I'm getting high. Diamonds in my stone, that's the shit I like. If she ain't gone, she can't take the night. You only live once, so I'm living life. And my diamonds shining like some Christmas lights. Party all night, I think I miss my flight. Had to get rich, can't get by. We're from sipping Kool-Aid to sipping Douce. Think I'm getting caught up in my new ways. Nothing but designers in my suitcase. 150 on us on a Tuesday. I stack all blue hundreds, that's that shit I like. Yeah, shutting down the mall, that's that shit I like. Me and all my niggas ballin', that's that shit I like. Yeah, juice from Meliante, I look like a light. Yeah, I got cars straight from Germany, that shit I like. Yeah, all my diamonds needin' surgery, they see them right. Yeah, I ain't shitting on these niggas, that's that shit I like. Ain't serving with these bitches, that shit I like. Yeah,
he's ready for the NBA.
that shit I like.
Shooting skills, but just minus the really inside contact, just powering it through, controlling the game on the inside. De'Aaron Fox really does not have that. He goes inside a lot, but finishing through contact, that's what Russell Westbrook excels in, and De'Aaron Fox really does not have that skill yet. But I like him. He's a very lengthy point guard.
This is Fox. What a move. My goodness. How do you guard that?
He's a very good defender. He's really hot.
I mean, this is high-level stuff here from De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox with 16 points. He doesn't look like a freshman.
So let's get on to my number one. Alright, so the last player, my favorite NBA prospect. You may know him. He's Josh Jackson. Kansas freshman shooting guard / small forward. He's 6'8", weighs 207 pounds, and he is 20 years old. Some of the stats: 16.3 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 1.7 steals per game, and 1.1 blocks per game, and 2.8 turnovers. That's a problem. Turnovers. He plays shooting guard or small forward. He really was the top at Kansas, so understandable. Definitely won't be making that mistake in the NBA because he won't have as much responsibility. But some of his strengths is explosiveness. Yeah, Josh Jackson is a slasher. I mean, if you just watch, he's been throwing it down. Look at that. Finishes through that. In Duke, let's look at that. Look at this. Josh Jackson's insane. I love this player. But it's explosiveness. It shows. Just watch the video on there. Defensive impact. Look at the blocks and the steals. 1.7 steals, 1.1 blocks, which is pretty good. I don't know. I think that's pretty good. But excellent passer. I don't know if it showed it on the screen because he has so many just him doing his thing. Look at that. Look at that. He's just nailing. But he is an amazing passer. He knows what's going on, kinda. He really does. He knows what's going on. I love Josh Jackson. Great post game. I saw this on a website, but I've never really seen him much in the post. I just saw it on the website. I can't really say if that's true because he's well aware. Look at just the passes. Knows what's it called? What move to go up with? What he should do, like that pump fake. Doesn't drive in, takes a midi, wide open. Great, just great. Jeez. Oh, this guy. And very versatile on offense. Can pass, can kind of shoot. The 3-ball can definitely shoot the mid-range. And of course he can slash. Look at that. Great pass right there. Unselfish, he really could have gone up with that. Look at that. Great defense. Just throwing it down. Definitely very versatile. Definitely makes the defense play up on him and really makes the game a lot easier for his team because he can just pass it around. They're doubling him, trying to guard him. So some of his weaknesses are shooting. He's 52 from the field, which isn't bad, and 28% from the 3-point line. Yikes, that was nice. Not too horrible. Definitely process again, like De'Aaron Fox, like Markelle Fultz, who's ready for the NBA, and kind of Malik Monk. And I don't even know if Lonzo Ball's ready for the NBA, but we'll talk about that later. And free throws, 54%. Definitely has to. Look at that pass. That's what I'm talking about. Flashy passer. Amazing passer. And it's great. Fun to watch, really. But free throws, 54%. Not great. Definitely should change. And definitely probably will change once he gets to the NBA. Aggressiveness. He gets in a lot of foul trouble. He plays hard. He plays the game hard. Which can be a problem, but I don't know. It might change. He never really fouled out, but he was always in foul trouble, so that's never good. Look at that. Woo, right on him. And one dunk right on him. So my NBA comparison is Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi, like him, great defender, great slasher, and 3-ball. Well, really, Josh Jackson really doesn't have a 3-ball, but look at that fan bowing. Look at that. I love Josh Jackson. Amazing. But really, he's never had a 3-ball, but maybe that will change. But great defender, just like Kawhi. Some of the reasons I like him is great slasher. Amazing. Amazing to watch, fun to watch, a flashy passer. You've seen some of the passes he's made, and he really knows what's going on around him. Jumping passes, throwing lobs, knows what dribble moves and what layup moves he should go up with. It's really nice to watch. And the mock draft says he's 10 to 5th pick. If you get Josh Jackson, that's a steal. If you put him in the right program, he's going to turn into a beast. Usually slashers, whoa, look at that pass. Do you see that? Flashy passer. But usually slashers aren't really picked much because bigger guys in the NBA a lot better at blocking. But I think he could definitely develop from that. He transitioned well from high school to college. Look at that pass. I mean, it's insane. He could run him at point guard, and he's 6'8". To run him at power forward if you want. Like Giannis, kind of, but Kawhi, definitely more like Kawhi. Quicker than Kawhi, a little bit. But 5 to 10, definitely a steal if you get him. I think he's very slept on. He's definitely not the number 1 pick, but he's a sleeper in the draft. Even though he's 10 to 5 pick, 5th pick. I don't know, he's a sleeper. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more of this, like, college content, NBA content, leave a like on this video. Thank you guys for watching, and let's just watch this final dunk or layup. Let's just see a dunk, please. I'll leave the link in the description for who made these highlight reels. I'll just leave a link in the description for the creator that did it. I can't remember the name, but I definitely have it saved up somewhere, because I got it. Ooh, there we go. Because I definitely have that. So if you want to see awesome mix, like college players or NBA players mixtape, just go drop a subscribe to him, because I definitely have. So here we go. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more content like this, leave a like. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you